Okay.
I mean, at least
we're doing the clappy thingy.
No.
Scene one.
All right.
And we're rolling. So are we recording officially?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why he did the clappy thingy. Are you going to really sit this one out?
What? There's no room for me.
I thought we had the...
You're exactly in the middle. There's two on each side.
The video is out here. Is that fine?
That's fine. Here,
All right.
But then
It's good.
Isn't this for him?
The whole time.
No, wait. I mean,
He just doesn't want to be in it today.
I know. He just doesn't want to be.
Okay, that's
Did
fine.
something happen?
No,
I'm not used to this.
that's fine.
Okay, so then we'll do the shop. Are you going to be on the next one?
I'll be in it eventually.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Let's just.
So let's do shop talk first then.
Okay. Wait.
All right. Well, so I'm okay. I know I have you. I was gonna say no one's here to say hi with me.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna say hi
Okay.
with you, girl. Wait, hold on. Where I put my
Okay, there we go. Okay, but cameras. These both are the cameras, guys. So you guys can look in this direction.
And that one too.
Just look wherever you want. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Hi. Welcome everybody to another episode.
Almost missed it.
You're interrupting me. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Take two. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Hi.
Welcome everybody to another episode of
Be Uplifted.
How's everyone doing today?
Great.
So as everyone can see, as
Awesome.
you can see, and people that are listening will hear, we have two beautiful guests on the panel today.
You're so beautiful, dude.
Thank you.
He
Thank
is.
you.
Jasmine and Kiki?
I was talking about him.
You use beautiful too.
You's beautiful.
So how we do this is we usually first introduce our guests. So we're going to go down the line. Actually, Lonnie, who is not here today,
Hey, Lonnie.
suggested that we introduce each other or ourselves because for the new followers that we've had. So let's go down the line and introduce ourselves. One of our team members is sitting this one out. That's Vince, but the rest of us are here. So go ahead, Queer Rich. Take it away.
Yeah, my name is Rich. I used to be just a hard hand on this podcast, but they needed somebody on a whim, so now here I am.
Now, we voluntold him, as I like to say, that he was part of the cast.
Yeah.
And our handsome guest, go ahead.
What's up, guys? I'm James, and I'm trying to make average cool again.
Nice. And
I'm Jasmine.
that's Jasmine.
That's Jasmine.
That's
That's
Vince's foreplay right there.
I'm the foreplay.
And I am Ari, and this podcast is my baby. And our beautiful guest right here.
Hello, I'm Kiki.
Kiki.
Do you love me? I was waiting for that to come.
All right.
All right, so today we decided, since we had our special guest here, James, we wanted to do a little topic on shop talk. So, James, first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do, why we decided to do shop talk. Tell us your background.
I'm from San Diego. I'm 30 years old, and I'm a barber.
So that's where we get the shop talk from. So as you guys, well, I mean, for those of you that are familiar with the culture, the barbershop is a place where it's like the dude's domain, right? Am I right when I say that?
Yep.
Most of the time, there's not very many females that are in there. It's very rare to see a female in there unless
Single
she's
moms.
Yeah, it's a single mom. Bring it.
Right. No,
Bringing a
that's
kid
true. That's true.
Don't bring
Or-
your girl to the shop. Don't bring your girl to the shop.
Yeah, so I've sat in there maybe like once or twice, and they don't talk about anything in front of me. So you
Stay
know that there's a
quiet.
reason for that. So we kind of wanted to pick your brain, James, to kind of see like.
I'm here for it.
All right, so when you are in the shop, tell us a little bit about your experience. Like, what's something that comes up a lot, like in the shop, when you and the boys talk?
Sports?
Sports.
Yeah, sports. A lot of sports. A little bit of gambling. Mm-hmm. And hottest topic is like, everyday life, women,
Church.
work.
Yeah.
Church.
Yeah.
You don't talk about
See,
church.
I mean, like, look, I know you
On
women.
Sundays, church.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I know you women. You guys
Y'all
like
not even
passion
open on
parties and
Sundays.
fucking dildo parties. We talk about church.
Oh, okay. So
barbershop.
you're so holier than thou.
We sure do.
Keep pushing that narrative because none of us are buying it.
No.
So we'll talk a little bit on our side, what we talk about as females at the salon, but we're gonna pick James's brain a little bit. So you said females. So like, what about females do you guys talk about?
Just update, who they
The version
seeing.
2.0.
Yeah, like, what's going on with you? Are you going out? Are you seeing somebody? Are oh, you got baby moms now. Oh, you married now. You engaged now. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stuff like that.
So what's your favorite thing about working at the barbershop?
The brotherhood, the customer service. Oh, somebody can go in the shop, have a bad day, sit in your chair, shoot the shit, and then at the end of the conversation, the cut, they're having the best day of their life.
That's nice. That's pretty cool.
Now
I
they
never
gotta
really thought about it like that. It's kind of like a men therapy sesh almost.
Facts.
Yeah.
Do you go to the barbershop, Kuya, or do you go to a salon?
No, I go to the exchange because it's only $10.
Oh,
Because I have to get my hair cut like every weekend.
That's true for
Wait,
the
it's
military.
$10 now?
It's 11.
Oh, okay.
But I have
Used
to
be
get
like $7.
I know, but I have to get my hair cut every weekend, so it gets costly. Sometimes if a special event, I'll go to my barber. But if I have to get my hair cut every weekend, forget it.
So what do you say is the most controversial topic that you guys talk about? Let's pick your brain about that, and let's all give our 2 cents
It
about that
sounds
topic.
like they don't want to tell us.
I know. Do you feel that?
They holding.
They're withholding a little bit.
Like,
Yeah.
Like guys don't really talk like that.
y'all lying.
Y'all gossip more than women. Come on,
Man.
I watched Barbershop.
Okay.
I watched Barbershop.
Barbershop was made for entertainment purposes.
Nah, that's how I really.
But
be
he
in the
said there's a
barbershop.
brotherhood. So there's some kind of a deeper brotherhood other than. But you could correct us if we're wrong. Maybe us women are just building some shit in our head.
Oh, yeah,
But then
like-
this is gonna, but then this is going to be
I
like
know,
30
y'all be
seconds of an
talking
episode.
Shit about women. Like she for the streets. You know her? Yeah, I know her.
That never happens though.
No same girl.
Nah, never.
Man.
You're in the wrong barbershop.
She for the streets.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm playing. Nah,
Yeah.
but that's never happened to me, at least. Like where, oh wait, you know her too? Oh, bro, what? Nah.
So there's never been a
But other
time
people.
when
Probably, yeah.
they've smashed the same girl. Have you ever heard that story?
No,
Wow.
Nope. Not me personally, but in the shop, yeah.
Like if you
Oh,
went to the
okay.
if you went to the if you live in the same area, went to the same high school, the likelihood of you smashing the same person is high.
Hi, yes.
It's very true.
I agree.
But I quite honestly, guys don't talk about it like that. Like, oh, I smashed that chick too. I mean, it's an awkward conversation.
Damn, us girls are nasty then, because we be telling it all when we talk.
Like for instance, like you meet a girl or you guys talking about a girl and you're going, oh man, I knew her in high school. She used to smash my homie, but you would never tell that dude that.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't be.
It's like
snitching
somebody
on-
should tell Buddy, but nah, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, and you don't want to be that guy. Have him
Is that
find
like
out.
bro code or something?
I don't know.
It's just not. It's just.
Or you just don't give a fuck?
It's avoiding conflict. Like what? Like what does it matter anyway?
Yeah.
What does it matter anyway?
Hey, if you like it, you like her, bro.
Yeah,
Interesting.
have at it.
Okay.
I ain't buying it.
Okay.
You guys are trying to dig deep,
I'm
but it's
gonna
like
keep
really not
asking
deep.
questions
Okay.
until I get a story out of this
Yeah.
dude.
Okay.
Okay. So tell me, what is like the weirdest or the oddest experience that you've had at the shop? Like a weird fucking client coming in, or just a weird regular that comes in and like does weird shit.
Oh, there's
like,
one time. Y'all remember the movie Joker?
Yeah.
This dude came in the shop. He was just like, "Oh yeah, just watching movie Joker. It really inspired me."
To do what?
Exactly. And Buddy had a weird cut too, like an undercut, like a short top but undercut. And we're like, something's not adding up. And he started laughing. And he's trying to mimic the laugh of the Joker. And we're like, bro, red flag.
Whoa.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Hey, don't piss him off, man.
Gonna come in there and start blowing shit up.
So did he get a haircut?
He did.
Oh,
And he was just like, yeah, that movie really moved me, man. We were
Did
like,
he like elaborate on why?
I think because like how the Joker was like picked on a lot. And he was like, I could relate to that.
oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, that's
okay.
scary.
That's kind of
about
like,
that.
have you ever had vibes like that where you were afraid that like there was a certain person that came in and you're like, this guy could be like a fucking serial killer? It kind of scares
like
me.
a school shooter, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why we kind of like cater to that. We try to give him comfort, make him feel special. Like, you're good, bro. You in here, you're safe.
Yeah.
And then he
Because-
keeps coming back every week. You're like, damn,
Yeah.
we shouldn't have been nice.
I'm
to
pretty
him.
sure they changed though. I got you, fellas. Like I'm pretty sure they change after a while. Like if they come there regularly, they're not gonna be the school shooter.
Kuya, at your barbershop, since it's at the Navy Exchange, is it just like a bunch of old Filipino fobs?
What do you-
like aunties, like, come here, let me cut your hair, Rich.
I mean, I don't really talk to those guys. I mean, it's like so quick, you know.
So
Like,
it's mostly dudes too, or
no, it's like a mix, but it's like I don't really want to talk to them.
so you just go in there, in and out.
Yeah, I mean, like it's weird. It's not like somebody that I go to regularly that I can like shoot the shit with. It's just like I'm just here to get a haircut, and then I'm out. I'm not one to kind of like sit and just gossip without drinks.
So we need more drinks. That's what we need to give these guys more drinks. That's what's going on here. Okay.
Because y'all ain't telling us the full story.
James, have you ever had to turn anybody away, or has anyone in the shop ever had to turn someone away?
Yes. Well, it's because of like skin problems. Besides that, like we try to accommodate everybody because we don't want them coming back with backup or trouble.
Yeah.
You know, we have, we try to keep professional as much as possible. So.
But you know what? If you guys really want to know, like, what is probably like the biggest argument you get at a barbershop, LeBron James versus Michael Jordan.
Facts.
Like that is the argument. Like, your team sucks because they didn't perform this, and then these dudes would just spit out stats. You're talking about, you're fighting over stats and who's the greatest of all time here at this position and that position. Rarely do we talk about women because we don't want stress.
I guess I never really thought about it that way. Like, that's where they go to not be around women. So why bring women up? Whereas, like, we go to vent, right? Almost like.
You see, evil.
Bro, take it further. Some
You're
of them be like,
evil.
you know what, man? What's up? Let's do a 1-on-1. Let's do a pickup. What's up?
Yeah.
You can't defend me, man.
Yeah.
I'll drop 30 on you.
Yeah.
So you guys are talking shit to each other.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
that point.
talking about like you were all CIF in high school.
Yeah,
you know?
all American, bro. Cap.
Yeah.
You ain't. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Do you feel that there's a difference or some type of a like disconnect between the older barbers and the younger barbers, since you're one of the younger ones?
Yes, absolutely. All the new barbers want the newest shit, but can't do a fade, can't do a taper. Bro, your lineup's crooked. But like, come on, man. Like, it's the driver, not the car.
Oh, okay. So the newer ones like want all the cool shit, but they don't know what to do with the shit. That's what you're saying.
You can give like the OG some Walmart clippers and to give you like the best like Drake fade. Come on now.
Oh, okay. How long have you been cutting hair?
15 years, licensed 7 years.
Damn.
Wow. Okay. So do a little plug. What barbershop do you work at?
Hey, shout out Mecca Barbershop. You know, it's off of Miramar Road in Activity. Shout out Vic, everybody in that barbershop.
Just down the street.
Yeah, it's right here. Are you taking new clients? Because I know you're always busy.
Always.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Do you take female clients?
All day.
Okay.
Yes,
He
ma'am.
used to line me up when I had my head shaved. Yeah, so he does
Undercut
a very
and
good
design
job.
and design too.
Yep, he's very, very good.
That's what's up.
So I really thought, like, you know, we was about to get some tea, but it doesn't sound like the men are about to give us some tea right
I
now.
don't know, because from what I hear, they be talking, and that's coming from dudes.
Okay, so from the dudes from the dudes that you hear from, what are they talking about? Like
Women.
Like what?
She for the streets.
Well, I mean, you mentioned that, but it's not a constant
I don't
conversation.
know. Yeah,
Like sometimes like a guy walk in, I'm like, oh yeah, you hear about Cherie? Oh yeah, I know her cousin, but she from the streets. You know what I'm saying?
not from the street. She for
Oh,
the
but so,
streets.
whatever.
There's
from,
a difference.
From for whatever. She's been there, done
There's
that.
a difference.
But what I'm saying is that those conversations, they come around, but they're not like in depth. Like they're not gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm Andrew fucking Tate on a barber stool," because that just gets annoying too.
So do you have any
that's why
Andrew
that guy's-
Tates in your shop?
There's a couple, yeah. Not in my chair though. But like we'll just hear somebody preaching on the other side of the shop, and we'll just be like,
Any of the other barbers?
preaching like Tate?
Yeah.
Nah, not really.
That's good. So maybe that's the difference between his barbershop, because there's like all different races in his barbershop of barbers. Maybe they're just a good group of guys. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, most of my coworkers are married, so they loyal. They faithful.
That's part of
Yeah.
it. Okay. So you being the single dude and being surrounded by all the married men, what's your experience like with that? Or do they is it really just that they don't even fucking talk about their relationships?
Oh, they do all day.
What do you hear? Okay, see, here we go. We're getting somewhere here. What kind of shit do they be venting or talking about?
All I know is it's worth it.
Oh, that's cute. Stop it.
He's
Cats.
I was gonna say, where's the line? Cut the crap.
The gigantic.
Marriage is the most beautiful thing that's ever happened to men.
He laughing.
No,
too.
for real.
Like,
For real, yo,
bro.
no, facts.
Cap. No.
So does it make you feel like you
Look.
want to be in a relationship?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of these women are for the streets.
Oh, see,
There-
Okay, we're gonna talk about the quality of women. That's coming up on a future episode. So we'll save some of the commentary for that episode. But what, Kuya? You shrugging and what over there? What?
marriage is not the best thing that's happened to men.
Okay, well then what is?
Or women.
Right? That part.
Let's keep
I
it
mean,
100.
No, I'm
Like-
I'm just saying it's like marriage is just a certificate. Like, like there's something better.
Yeah, but we're talking about like, I get what you're saying. I'm talking about, it's supposed to be under God, that type of marriage.
So not the paper.
Not
per
the paper.
se.
We're not talking about the paper.
We're talking about the
Like,
companionship. You don't think that that's the best thing that happened to men?
No, because you could have companionship without the paper.
I know, but
Right.
that's what we're saying.
I
We're not
agree.
talking about the actual
Yeah,
marriage.
we're not.
talking-
Yeah, when you say marriage, you actually mean like signing your name on the dotted line.
I don't. That's not what I mean.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, if I ever get married again, and that's a big if, I would never sign a dotted line ever again.
So you're just going to be like civil law married kind of marriage? Okay, I see.
Yeah, why sign a paper? What is it for?
But you have
it's
to-
not for
For civil
For
law, you still have
us.
to sign though.
well, I mean, like, we could do like a ceremony, but I don't want the paper. I don't want the government involved. I don't want none of that stuff.
I see.
I
That's
just
kind of like
want it-
Vince. Vince doesn't want to have like
Yeah.
well, I mean, he's not here to speak on himself, but I remember him saying that it'd be very unlikely that he would be like actual married again. I believe
Yeah.
he said that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. It's like for me, it's all about the the companionship and then somebody you actually can grow old with.
Yeah,
but it
I
doesn't
would love to have a
involve, like-
companion,
yeah.
but all
So,
that other stuff is
What's your
ridiculous.
take on that, James? Do you think that it's important to actually get officially married?
Nowadays, it's not really that beneficial for men,
Mm-hmm.
especially on this side of the country. But to find a woman that wants to bear your child, that'd be awesome.
So you wouldn't care if there was an actual paper or not?
I think it'd be a. Nah, I wouldn't.
No.
Okay. So it wouldn't bother you.
Nah.
Are you married?
no.
What do you think about that?
I'm kind of straddling the fence on like the marriage and license. I mean, I think people always say it doesn't mean anything or it's not a big deal until something happens to the person that you're supposedly married to,
Right.
and then that paper does matter. So I think people want to look at it like, oh, I don't want to get the courts involved, but it matters to an extent. So that's the
Yeah,
reason.
but I feel like if you, with your companion, if you get everything you're supposed to together before, like if you get your life insurance policy, you get your will done, your advance directives, and you put them on the paper, then that right there.
Because you got to get closer to the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That right there, just you don't need the marriage certificate for that because. You already said he would get my money or she will get my money or this is theirs.
That's
or
true, 'cause you
whatever.
don't need to
'Cause
be
you could
officially
put
married.
anybody. You could put anybody on there. You don't have to be married to do that. So
Yeah, you just have to get like all power of attorney done. and
yeah,
everything
you just have to
keep it. But
make sure. I feel like a lot of us just aren't like ready to do that paperwork like life insurance policies and stuff like that. But you can do that now, and it doesn't mean you know what I mean. So you could put them on there.
What
I don't
about-
think you need your marriage certificate to do
What
that.
about taking on the person's name? Would you do that? Because you also don't have to be married to change your name. Would you? Is that something that? Because there's a lot of people that are like, I want my kid to carry my name. I want my wife to have my last name. Do you feel like that? How about you? Do you feel like that's an important aspect of a relationship to take on your spouse's name?
I don't really care. I'm gonna be honest. I don't care, but I feel like whoever I'm married probably would care, and I would, out of respect for that person, I would probably take their last name. But for me, I would be okay with keeping my last name. Or
Okay, so you're open, but you're also willing to change if that's what is important to your partner.
Yes.
What about you? Because you've been married. Let's let the people know she's been married. She's not married anymore.
Nope.
How long you
Single.
married for?
Single. Okay.
She was married for a very long time.
I was married technically 15 years. Yeah.
It's a milestone.
It took me. Okay. It took me close to 8 years to change my name.
That's so crazy because I have a friend that
I just learned
just got
something.
divorced recently. And that was like the first thing she wanted to do because she felt like she wasn't herself until she got rid of that name. Did you feel that way when you
Oh man, I was so
Or you
let
were
me tell
scared?
you.
Okay,
So
let's hear it, girl.
I changed my name because something happens and I had to have, his last name. And I was like, and he was like, see, we've been married all this time. You should have had my last name. I was like, fine, whatever. I'll change it. Change it. And then what? We filed for divorce. See what I'm saying? I should have never changed it. So anyways, I changed it. The first thing I did, I was like, please change my name back. And I'm so glad that the lady at the DMV messed up. She changed my name on my ID before they changed my social security. So they never changed my social security.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay.
So because they never changed social security, she had to change my name back. And I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus.
That was definitely a divine God.
I could
thing
not
right
wait.
there.
blessing
You
right
don't
there.
understand when people call me, like when I get emails that still have like my married last name.
Wait, what's
or
your
when,
married's last name? I don't even think I ever
So
knew
when
it.
people call me,
I'm like, wait a minute. Do I know
cannot.
it?
I correct them. I said that is not my last name. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, nah, that's my kid's last name, but that ain't me.
Okay, I know.
Don't call
I
me.
remember it now. Okay.
Yeah.
James.
Yes.
Would that be something that would be kind of like a deal breaker important to you for your woman to take your last name?
Yes.
Okay.
If
How
she wants
about-
to get married, she's gonna take my last name.
But what if she don't want to get married?
Okay.
If she don't want to get married,
Yeah. Would you expect her to take it for like?
I guess we're here for a good time, not a long time. Then
Oh. Okay. What about you, Rich?
I don't care. I really don't care. I mean, there like the thing is like it's like Western culture. You assume the last name, but if I got married in Asia somewhere, China, Korea, Japan, women keep their last names.
Yeah. Oh.
They don't change them. So it's all just whatever paperwork. But I'll tell you this: when I got divorced, I could not wait for that my baby mama to change her fucking last name.
You're like, give me my fucking name
I'm like,
back.
fuck that shit. I'm like, give me that shit back. You don't deserve that fucking last name.
You know what I noticed? I noticed, and this is just my observation, I noticed that when people are not yet married, as like James, that's very important to them, right? They're like, I want to be married. I want to take on the last name. And then women or men that have been divorced, they have a whole different outlook, right? And I feel that because like for me, backstory, my maiden last name is Divina, which means like divine. And I was very proud of my last name. I'm like, I have a nice last name. And then my husband's last name is Niliaga, which is the same as Nilaga, which is a beef stew in the Philippines. So I had all my family teasing me like, oh, you went from divine to a stew, And that shit drove me crazy because I really liked my last name, but I did it out of like love and dedication to my man. But now if I was ever to get divorced, I don't think I would ever change my name either, just because I'm like, I get it now. I get it,
I think there's some sort of like fairy tale attached to it, right? Like, you
Yeah.
know, at the wedding, would you welcome Mr. and Mrs. blah, 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 yada, yada,
True.
yada. But then right after that, it's like nothing. It's like whatever. You okay? You have your last name.
Even my oldest daughter, so I obviously didn't end up with her dad, right? And she carries his last name, and that shit drives me fucking crazy. Like, it makes me so angry. I'm like, why did I want that? Because that's exactly what it was. It was tradition. It was fairy tale. I was like, that's the father. I need to give him. I'm super traditional. And then I gave her the last name, and she's like, because he's a deadbeat, right? She's like, I wish I didn't have his name. I wish you gave me your name.
Well, she could change it.
I know, but she can when she's older, right? So we've told her that before, that she could change it. She's not, but I mean, still, that's still 18 years of her being reminded of her shitty father. You know what I mean? So yeah. Okay, James.
So what else they say about their wives?
how awesome they are.
Oh God.
How much they cook and clean. How much they take care of the kids.
Okay, so what's the biggest complaint then? Because there has to be a couple of complaints
Let me think.
that makes you go, you know what? That makes me kind of second guess marriage a little bit when you say that shit. Do you ever hear any of those kind of topics? Don't lie.
You've been lying the whole
Okay.
time.
It's been a while. You know what that means.
Okay.
It's been a while, man. All right, bro. Do something about it, man.
Yeah. That it's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a good question for everybody on the panel. I was actually watching a show today, and that was actually a question. So I thought that'd be a fun question to ask on here, and this is a good segue for that. What do you think is a minimum acceptable in a relationship that's healthy? How many times? And I'm talking like not just like kissing, oral. I'm talking about like full blown getting it in. What's the minimum? Does anyone want to take?
I mean, I'll start. I think that's a crazy question because everybody's sex drive is a little different. So
Facts,
everybody's
I
going to
agree.
say something different. Like the
Right.
person I'm dating, is sex drive is way different. Like I can probably have sex like 3 times, and that's enough for me that week. But you might want like 6 times. So I think it depends on the person. For me, like 3 to 4 times a week, I'll be fine.
Okay. What about you? Minimum.
There's a minimum.
Okay, see, this is why this is my girl right here. Because these guys be talking shit. They're like, not everyone is like you.
So,
Yeah.
Dang. If I'm with somebody, like at least once a day, at least. Like, come on, what? If I got in-house dick, why are you not giving
That's
it
what
to
I'm
me?
saying,
Like, I
though.
don't
Talk your shit.
understand it.
I got an answer for that.
You don't be
but-
tired? Like,
I don't care if you tired.
She said you don't be tired.
Me once a day? No, I'm a fine time. It's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's 100%. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Jazz,
I'm gonna make it happen.
Jazz makes time.
I make time for that. I definitely make time for that. But yeah, if you got in house, there's no reason why it should be at least once a day.
I'm a
That's
man.
just my answer, though.
Okay,
That's my
go ahead,
opinion.
James. What's your minimum?
I'm a man of God.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm celibate.
Oh, wow.
Nah,
Like what? This
minimum
is news to me.
minimum probably like 4 times a week.
Okay.
Would that be one day
Okay.
or once every other day?
Okay. Rich,
I
you've answered this question on one of our podcasts before.
I have.
Well, haven't answered it directly, but I think you've made it very clear that some days I don't want to. So,
No, yeah,
what's your
someday-
minimum?
No, I think it just all depends on like my mood for the week. I
Of
can do
course.
it every day of the week, but then there's also times when I'm like so busy you have time for like 1, 2.
Semantics.
Yeah.
What would you want in your dream
Maybe
world?
3. I'll
3?
go with 3. Like an even like a nice like in the middle number.
Okay.
3.
Okay. So, I'm Jasmine.
Right. Like, cause what?
I guess my sex drive's just always been really high, and I want it any moment I can get it.
No wonder Anthony's always tired when he come in the shop.
No, Anthony is
What's up,
always
bro?
tired.
Right.
That's
They
why
probably
I don't get it
mad.
every day, because he's tired all the time. Sorry, babe. Sorry, babe.
I'm just playing like, bro.
But when it comes to guys though, I know a lot of times in marriage, women use sex as a weapon.
I heard. Is that true?
Yeah, like oh, I'm gonna teach him. I ain't gonna give it to him.
Well, for me, okay, so I know that there's women out there. Don't get me wrong. I know women can be toxic bitches. I am the first person to take accountability. Like, girls can be fucking crazy. But, like, I do believe that there are some women, like myself. Obviously, I'm like a fucking horny bitch, right? Like, I love to have sex. But there's definitely days where I don't give it to him. And that's not because I'm using it as a weapon. It's just genuinely like, I feel bad today.
Yeah.
I'm sad today. Or, like, if we're fighting about something, I'm not going to be like, and it's not to say like keeping it from him. It's just like, I just don't feel like it. It's just one of those things. It's not like you've been a bad boy, so you don't get your prize. It's for me, it's
Right.
never been that,
Yeah, I don't do that either. But
Sometimes I'll even give it to him when I'm mad, but like, it's
oh
just
yeah,
like,
I definitely do that.
She said, oh yeah, I do that.
So it's not like I'm gonna take it away from you, but we ain't gonna do everything that that we
You ain't
like
getting
to
all
do.
of it.
You ain't getting all
You
of
ain't
it.
getting
You
all
gonna get
of
a
it.
little bit, but you ain't gonna get all of it.
Little
Like you ain't gonna
something.
get full me
No.
because I'm mad at you.
Well, when you're
You're only gonna get a little bit.
well, if you're with me, you'd always get just a little bit.
Better than, better than nothing, man.
little bit.
Nah.
No, but I think like when he's talking about that, sometimes it's like women actually withhold sex from their spouses for like up to like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah,
I've heard that. Yeah, for sure. I've had friends tell me that
Yeah.
they do that. Like, oh no, he's not getting
No,
it this
but
week.
so as women though, like your your man's wanting it. So whether you're mad or you're not, whatever. Let's just say even if you're not really into it, would you advise women to give it to their men? Like, you might not be able to be swinging from the rafters, but as Jazz said, you might just get a little bit.
I think that should be acceptable, but here's one of the things that I do notice is, I've had this personal experience, and I've had friends tell me that the reason why they do that is because the thing about men is, like you said, men are very like logical, right? They're like black and white. So a lot of these men, or that they tell me about, or that I've experienced, is the second you give it to them, they think everything is good. You know what I mean? They assume that the problem is gone. They assume you're not mad anymore, so they feel like there's no resolution to be made. That's what I've heard. Like, you know, like, no, the second I fucking give it to him, he fucking starts acting like a fool again and acts like I'm not mad, and we haven't even fucking talked about our problem yet because I gave it to him, which is why they use that. I'm not to say that that's healthy, you know, but I understand that perspective, me personally, you know?
So basically, there's a lack of communication
Right,
there.
right.
And then you're just using sex as a reason why you guys have a lack of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I see where you're going with that. Yeah.
Instead of working it out, and then
Right.
and then after
talking
you've
about
worked it out, give it to him.
Right.
You're just saying, I'm not going to give it to him because we ain't going to work it out. I'm like, then
We're not talking.
yeah.
Right, exactly. And then that's where I feel like that's what happens is that's where the lengthy time comes of like not having sex, is this constant like, well, I have something and you have something and we're just not going to fucking talk about it.
But there's
you know?
all these like hormones and endorphins that are kicking. Of course, the guy gets it and he's going to be like all chippy and happy. But I mean, you still have to end up talking about your issues.
Oh, here's a question. Is it acceptable to do it and not let the other person finish? Like, because I know a lot of girls that are like, my man gets it in and he doesn't even fucking finish me off.
See,
Do you think that that's acceptable? Or do you think both? Obviously, okay, I know you're very technical. You're going to be like, well, sometimes there's no time. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about the quickies. We're talking about generally speaking. Do you think that both parties should get theirs?
I think you start off there.
So what happens if the guy is constantly not letting her get hers? Like he's finishing first and then he's like, all right, I'm done. Do you think that that's not acceptable?
No, I don't think. Yeah, I think. But at that point, though, I think there has to be a conversation. It's not just like, oh, it just happens and you kind of just stay quiet. I think to have a fruitful relationship, especially a fruitful sexual relationship, there has to be some sort of conversation. Like, you know, like, hey, you know what? Just slow down. Like, you can guide the guy, right? The guy get turned on by that too. You like guide him, slowly, and then try to get yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, if he's not a selfish dick, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but again, you're already like pushing him to the side. What? Take control in bed. You don't
need to tell me that.
No, I'm not saying you use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
So again, we're talking about communication, right?
Right.
Because if we, bring up, statistics, women usually don't.
Right.
So
Right.
then what men get frustrated and they're like, well, I'm just going to get mine because I don't have time for this. We know you're not going to do it.
Right.
So so then that's when the conversation comes in. What can I do to make sure that when we do have sex, you're going to get yours off?
I don't think a lot of men are mature enough to have that conversation.
Well, again, the woman can speak up too. Like, yo, I'm going to need you to do this, that, and the other. Or, you know what I mean?
hey, a lot of men don't practice sexual discipline though. What I mean by that is when they get with a woman, all they want is get a nut off. Like if you fuck with that girl, you don't like study her body. You gonna pay
I like
attention
that
to.
sentence.
I only pay attention to her if she's worth paying attention to.
I agree.
If I just
Facts.
want a nut, then that's all she.
Yeah.
That's all she can offer me. That's
Yeah.
all she's gonna get.
That's true.
Yeah.
I
But-
haven't had
but-
that problem though. So
I know, but
don't know.
aren't there like techniques like from
No,
a
I mean
from a
like
wo- no.
people like I honestly haven't ran into somebody or a dude who's like, I just want to get my nut off. No, you know,
But are there other techniques though?
been
Other techniques
blessed enough.
other techniques that you can apply to get your own nut off?
Oh yeah,
Like
that's
get-
what I'm
like
saying.
get
A
on
woman
top.
has to know her body too.
Right.
And know like what position or what's gonna get them off or what the man can do, whatever. I used to work, not to kind of get off topic, but I used to work at Planned Parenthood, and you would be surprised of how many women were like, some birth controls got to stick up your vagina, and some girls were like, I have to touch my vagina. I'm like, girl, you don't know your vagina?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of women don't.
Yes, there was a girl that I was really good friends with, and we were like already like in our mid 20s, 28, 20 something, and she was like, I've never masturbated before. And I
Hey,
was like,
yo,
say what? So I made her buy a vibrator. I like literally made her buy one. I was like, we're gonna get you a toy. And we got her one, and she was just like, the whole world opened up.
Wait, hold on. You didn't see her no more after that
No,
one.
no, she was like, me and Bob are busy.
Right, for real.
Me and Bob are busy.
So
See you later.
in that sense, then, I mean, you say the numbers say that women normally do not orgasm, right? But they still a lot of those women still stay in the relationships or even their marriages,
Right.
right? So what makes what makes those women stay in those relationships when that part, which I think is a pretty large part of the relationship, is never goes fulfilled?
I think a lot of times women feel like it's them.
Yes.
Because they don't know their body. So they feel like they're the problem. So why leave somebody I love because I personally can't orgasm? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like they just are like, well, nobody can make me orgasm, so this is normal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I can vouch for that because I think I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again for this episode. I was actually with an ex before, the crazy one that I talk about before, and he was like a 2-pump chump, right? Like, and I didn't know that.
I love that too.
Yeah, he was a 2-pump
I'ma
chump.
use that.
So he was in and out, and every time we would fuck, he would get up and be like, I'm done. And I always thought it was me. I didn't know that he was a 2-pump chump. Like, he would literally tell me, he had me brainwashed. He told me that the reason why he would stop every
you're so
time
good?
was because he wasn't into it anymore. He's like, oh, you made my dick soft. Oh, I'm done. Oh, I'm not turned on anymore. And he played that game with me our whole relationship. And I didn't know that it was because he was coming like within the first 2 seconds, like every single time, until I figured it out. Like, like I was just like, oh shit, like you like one time I was like, what is this coming out of me? You fucking claim that you didn't fucking nut, and that's how I
That's
figured
lame.
it out.
Coming out of me.
That's
Yeah.
lame.
And then
Come on, bro.
on top of that, I knew one of the girls that he cheated on me with, and she told me the same thing. She was like, yeah, did you know that he would fucking come and say that I was the problem? And I was like, oh shit, that's
Yeah.
what was happening with me.
But that's
So-
also like part of like the male ego, right? And I think you mentioned it earlier. Most guys are not mature enough to actually have that conversation,
Right.
Because for me, I would be like, "What do you want?" Like men and women, couples, they still don't have that conversation. Like after, like, what did you like? What did you not like?
Right, right.
Right, because no matter how much you don't know your body or how much I know my body and you know your body, our bodies together could be a completely different science.
Right.
Facts.
Right. So I think a lot of like if my girl came up to me and go, oh man, I just can't get off in that position, then I'll go, okay, then it's not necessarily me, it's the position.
Right.
Then you figure out like the pillow and the arch of the back.
Yes.
You know shit like that.
Pressure on the stomach.
Yep.
Yeah, you know stuff. Just certain things that
Right.
actually
Help.
help.
Pull the hair.
Yeah, pull the hair. Choking.
Say it. Say all of it.
Just pressure on the carotid.
Here he goes with the science again. So just to give you guys
Jazz
a little
knows what I'm
background.
talking about. Just a little pressure there, get all lightheaded. You just like palpate that thing, like, oh, you're getting there.
He said, you're getting there.
No, but I'm saying like, that's again, a lot of the problems with men and women is that there's this divide that we can somehow, one side says, oh, yeah, y'all don't understand women, and the other side, y'all don't understand men.
Right.
But we never come in
Come
in the middle
together, yeah.
and talk together and say, this is what I like, this is what I don't like.
Okay, so what about this? I'm like listening to you guys. I'm like, man, I've been in some fucked up relationships because I had another relationship where we did have good communication. Like we had a really good sex life for the first like couple years of our relationship, and it turned into what I just spoke about, where he was usually nutting before me, and then he would be done. And we would joke. It started off as a joke on my end. I'd be like, oh, you owe me one. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. And he'd be like, yeah, I got you later, boo, And it would never come. And then it would be like, well, you owe me 4 now,
There's like
Tally
tracks on the,
mark.
on the calendar.
No,
Yeah,
and he was like, oh, I got you, babe, don't worry. And then that just almost like became the pattern. Like it would be like I'd come once, he'd come 10 times. Like I'd come once, and not like in a session.
Yeah,
but,
no, I get what you're saying.
So and then no.
How annoying would that be? Fuck.
But I'm like, so when you gonna get me though? Like, and then there was like and he was just like, oh, sorry, I just come fast. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, well, you can do other things. Like you can fucking, there's fingering, there's eating, like there's all kinds of shit. And he was just like, oh yeah, I got you next time. It was always that, I got you next time.
But was that towards the end of the relationship?
It was like in the middle, and we didn't have any problems. That's what was
That's
weird.
what you think. I mean, I'm saying that's probably like how it starts to wean off. Like mentally, he's probably already checked out, and he's just using you for the nut.
I mean, I don't know, because when I left him, he was very sad about it. So.
Well, I mean, nobody's really happy about being apart from a relationship. You have like those feelings, but I'm saying like sometimes there's mental games that are going on too that he might, like, again, I said men are not really open to talk about their feelings and shit, and to offend you. So I mean, it probably just like starts.
I honestly think
spiral.
it was really just he's a selfish person. That's where I'm getting at. Like he just doesn't. He didn't
I
care about. Yeah, like I don't even think it was that deep.
But he cared before though. What changed?
It wasn't that he cared before. It was just that
it was new, and he's probably trying to get in good.
Right,
Once he got where
exactly.
he needed to be, then he felt like he could do whatever he wanted
that
to.
part. That's exactly how I felt, and that's like even now, even what you're
Why the
saying.
face?
Yeah.
because I'm thinking like no selfish guy does that. Like I mean I'm assuming like you don't just pay attention, and then you said how long, like a whole year, 2 years? It was good, right?
It was good because it was kind of like what she's talking about. That's why I feel that. Like it was like honeymoon stage where you're like fucking every other day, where it's exciting, it's new. But then when it became like a relationship, it was like, okay, well we're together now. Like I got mine. We'll see you tomorrow because we were living together. Like, and even when it ended, it was like, no, like you're the best one I've ever had. So it's kind of like mixed signals. So that.
Ladies, do y'all pair bond with your partner when y'all get orgasms?
What's that mean?
Like
Pair bond?
Yeah, like your emotions for them and your feelings for them get stronger whenever he makes you orgasm.
If it's someone I'm actually in love with,
Okay.
I don't think I pair bond with like a fuck.
Right.
Like what about you guys?
I think women pair bond
No matter what.
no matter if it's good.
Yeah, that's true.
I
That's
agree.
where girls catch feelings.
If it's good,
That's true.
If it's good, because have you ever heard of females that go back to that ex?
Yeah,
That one ex
true.
that had it good, they always go back to it.
I don't know about that.
Can't relate.
Yeah.
I'll never go back.
I mean, that's probably you.
I'm trying to think. Like,
I mean, you never know.
well, you know how I've talked. I'm very like self-sabotagey. Like when it was really good, I was like, okay, I'm gonna ghost you now. So I've ghosted one too many guys in my life. Like even when it was good, I was like, well, that scares
I've
me.
definitely ghosted some good ones.
Yeah, same.
I used to
What
get
made you do
called.
it?
I don't even have the opportunity to ghost anybody.
like it.
Shit.
So when I like left,
He needs someone to ghost.
yeah. When I it was traumatizing when me and my ex-husband broke up. So I didn't really want feelings for anybody. So if we had sex, it was like, bye.
Oh my God, that's so true. Because when I was doing all the ghosting is when I split with my high school sweetheart that I was with for like 10 years.
It wasn't like I wasn't trying to be your girl for what.
You're just getting it in because you needed your needs met, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought something was happening. He's
Yeah.
excusing himself.
Yeah, no, I didn't. No, I'm good.
Do you feel
we
like
used that parabond?
pair bond?
Pair bond.
Parabond.
Yeah.
Do they
So
talk
soul
about that at the
ties is what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
I mean,
I think when I nut, if we nut at the same time, then yes, it's definitely a bond going on. It's crazy.
That's
It's
true.
crazy. Yeah.
That's true when it
Facts.
happens at the same
Yo.
time.
Yeah, that's different, but nah.
Just like a regular nut. No, I don't really. It's just normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you,
Yes.
as a male, like every time?
Nah. Not every time. But like, I guess the more I, not get my nut off with her, then yeah,
You can put the mic down if that's more comfortable for you, by the way. Yeah, there you go.
there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. He's like,
I was like, he's putting his head up like that. It looks uncomfortable. So,
yeah, nah.
do you pair bond?
I'm sorry?
Do you pair bond?
I don't know.
You don't know, so we'll take that as
I haven't had the opportunity to pair or bond.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you and Vince advertising on this podcast, every other podcast, that your dick is 2 inches, probably ain't
it's
helping
the
you.
reason why you guys aren't.
You talk about how it's a
pair
Vienna
bonding.
sausage
you know what? You
instead
women,
of an
you women,
actual
you
sausage.
women want the fucking truth. That you got the fucking truth. Don't tell me about like men lie about the whole time. Look,
Y'all do be
Hey, we
lying
sue
about
them
that
boys
stuff.
over here.
'Cause
No, you know what I
that
said?
is so annoying.
What I was saying to
2
them, I was
inches,
like,
2
these
minutes,
two
that's
probably
all.
have like bigger dicks than they let on because
Listen.
they're constantly talking about how small it
Exactly.
is.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because most guys are the other way. They're like, my dick is so big, and then it's so
pumped up.
small.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I got this 8 inches. It's like 4 when you measure it.
Right. Or you know how you know it's not good or it's small? They're always like, I give really good head.
That's true.
That's my number one. Like,
Yeah.
I'll
Hey,
talk to you
word.
later.
Hey, Jazz, I give exceptional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exceptional.
Well, you come over and do that only.
I'm a,
Only. Because I bet it is real good because you ain't got nothing going on down there.
if you smell.
Yeah, nah.
No, Parabon though, like quite honestly, like ever since my divorce, I haven't been like with anybody officially.
Okay.
So,
So just like,
so I haven't really had to like pair bond.
but has anybody done that with you where you feel like she was like hella bonded with you after fucking and you were like, whoa, whoa, whoa?
No, it's only 2 inches.
yeah.
So no.
Why are you looking? Does she watch? Does she watch?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is on the internet. You could end up watching it. I don't know. You can clip it and be on like Facebook Reels, and next thing you know, she's like,
I am
scrolling
gonna
through-
clip that
Yeah.
shit. Say it.
Yeah.
No, I think yeah. But it's just, again, for me personally, myself, it's just that we've talked about it. I just don't know if I'm really ready. I know it's been like what fucking 10 years since I've had since my divorce, but it's always just like flings.
I noticed that that's very common with men that are divorced. Is they get like, I've heard a lot of friends say that if they were to ever get divorced, they would never settle down again. And I've heard guys that are already divorced say like, I'm good. Like if it didn't work with my wife, who I thought was the one, it's not going to work.
No, I'm down, right, to settle down again. But we'll talk about this in the next episode where we talk about the quality. So in this day and age,
It's too many options.
It's
Oh, sorry, James.
No, I'm not speaking personally, it's in general.
no, it's not too
ain't
many.
no
It's
options
not.
out
It's not
here.
really too many options. It's about the type of options that you get,
Quality.
the quality of the
Okay,
options.
so we'll save that one
Yeah,
for
we'll
the
we'll
next
save
one.
it. But yeah, no, I mean like Parabon. I mean, I can understand that, but
So, how long have we been on, Kuya?
I don't know. It's on that.
God, what the fuck are you here for then?
No, we're
48 minutes. Sorry.
Okay, so-
sorry, 40. Damn. Watch it. I'm gonna have her edit this fucking video.
I know, right? I'm talking all kinds of shit.
Okay,
I'll be
fine.
like, Kuya, where's the video?
Can I get a link to the video? No, tomorrow.
Shut up. Why are you putting me up?
No, but okay, yeah. So to reel it back, because I know,
Yeah.
Lauren likes to reel it
we
back.
had our
Yes,
own
I always-
barbershop talk.
to the shop
part.
to the shop talk. Really, like if you really want to know what goes on there, watch ESPN.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Facts.
I've seen that one, but it's different.
Wait a minute. But you said at the beginning of this, don't bring your females into the shop, though.
You did say that.
Didn't he not say that?
He said watch
said don't bring your-
ESPN.
There's too many
though.
eyes in there. She gonna feel uncomfortable.
Is that why?
Yeah. He's gonna be staring at her like, oh, look at her.
No,
don't do that.
okay. One of the reasons why I would never bring my girl to the barber shop, it's because there could be other conversations that I can't control, and she could assume that that's exactly what happens every single time I'm there.
That too. Yep, I agree.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like somebody could have a bad day talking about like going to clubbing and nailing 3 girls. She's gonna assume that that's the conversation we talk about the whole time. Oh, so which girl were you with at the club, huh? Yeah. But actually, we're over there talking about how the 49ers are gonna win next year's Super Bowl.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Jimmy G.
No, wait, man, he's gone. Jimmy G gone.
Okay.
Purdy.
Yeah, Brock Purdy.
There you go.
My boy.
So to reel it back in, shop talk, female side, ladies, we're not going to spill the tea that much, but do you guys think that we talk about a little bit more stuff in depth?
Hell yeah.
We do, right?
Because my nail lady, she my therapist.
Oh, my
And
nail
I
lady
tell
can't
her
speak English.
I mean, like
Everything.
what else is your nail lady gonna talk to you about? She's not gonna be like, oh, did you watch the last episode of Martha Stewart? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
but
like The View. Same thing.
My nail lady does
Love Island.
speak English. So
Huh?
my nail lady does speak English.
My hair lady, though, my hair girl, she's like one of my therapists.
Your hair girl?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm laughing at Rich because he matched with my hair girl on by accident.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a dub.
Yeah.
Well, she's
So
cool.
she cool.
She cool.
We're about to go on a
Shy or
ghost. I
whatever.
mean, we should be going on a ghost hunting tour.
Oh, really?
I don't know.
Bring the
This is the
Ouija
first time
board.
she's hearing about this.
Get me
but
some
yeah.
free hair, okay? No, just kidding.
For real. Hook it up. But
All
no,
right.
I be telling her everything.
Do you have like your nail girl or hair girl that's like your
I'm
therapist?
gonna be honest. I'm one of the girls. I do everything myself, so I don't
Oh,
go
okay.
to,
Sorry, skills. Okay.
I don't go to the salon or anything like that. but
Okay, okay.
Oh, she's
talking
like,
about
oh, you done wrong.
I just call my homegirls on the phone, like, girl, guess what?
Yeah, let me tell you.
So
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess there's not that much interesting shit to talk about at the shop.
No, they
guys.
just didn't want to tell us.
They over here capping.
No,
So
like trust me, like a lot of that shit that you guys want to hear about, it's a lot of emotion, but guys don't show that kind of emotion, like unless it has to do with like sports. We're far more emotional about sports
Yes.
than relationships. If you guys hasn't figured that out.
Yep.
all right.
Somebody just lost $1,000 yesterday. Come on now.
Oh
Yeah.
dang, that's crazy. On a sport? No.
Yeah,
I'm good. All right, you guys. Well, I guess that's it for this episode for Shop Talk. James, thank you so much for sharing with us a little bit about the shop.
He didn't share shit.
Thanks for having me.
So stay tuned for the next one. We're going to be talking about the quality of men and women now versus then. So stay tuned for that episode.
Oh, and one last thing before, sorry. What's the name of your shop again?
Mecca Barbershop.
Mecca Barbershop. We have Bible study there every Sunday.
Every Sunday.
So, men, if you
9
guys wanna
a.m.,
come down, yeah, 9 a.m.
12:30
Yeah,
and 1:30.
Bible study.
Yep.
Keep the faith, gentlemen.
That's what Anthony's
BYOB.
doing.
Bring your own Bible.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay, you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Catch us every. Is it? I'm gonna fuck this one up. Friday.
Look,
Tell him, Kuya.
Every Monday morning.
Oh,
at
yeah, that's what it is.
7 a.m. is the audio version, and every Friday morning at 9 a.m. is the video version.
And if you are looking for a meal prep company to help aid in your meals so that you don't have to cook if you're trying to eat healthy, please hit up Mikey's Meals. Shout out to our sponsors, Mikey's Meals, and use our code THEBABES10 for money off of your first order.
Yes, and if you need a haircut, if you need a nice lineup while talking about, certain books of the Bible, Psalms, Wisdom, Sirach, whatever. Hey, my boy.
Yes,
This
sir.
guy right here.
I'm your guy.
He's the guy. All right, you guys, thanks again for tuning in, and we will see you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.